But you missed out. Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEVVE, DEFINITY, daCat, SHIRO update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Erica. Hello, Erica. She's my new stand-up cat that does not stand up anymore if she falls, but it is fine because David U likes her, and David U is, as you know, we love him. Okay, anyway, we have some stuff to go over today because it's been a while. It's been a few days. We have a bunch of news to go over, and on top of that, we have a bunch of things that we have to talk about over at DesignerCon. We'll get to the alpha. First off, Turtle Golf saying first, my man, Turtle Golf saying, was worried that we lost you to Vegas. You almost did. Vegas, if you're not ready, we'll eat you alive. But unlike last year, Taps did not go. He did not propose. But like last year, there was a lot of partying and drinking and all other extracurricular activities that are known and associated with Vegas and partying and drinking. So again, great times with some of the best friends. It was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of there was a lot of stuff that maybe I could have done without. We'll go over it. Bill Gardner saying, "Let's go, my man." How you doing, Bill Gardner? BB Zombie, what's up? Smart Buy, what is the DCON Alpha? Like I said, we'll get to that. We do have to go over some other stuff as well. Alan 401s, welcome back, brother. Thank you. We're trying our very best. Let's go over some of the crypto real quick, and then we'll do other stuff here. So let's go over DEFINITY, which has $149 in volume on the day, which is not great. $2.3 million market cap. It's actually moved 0% because, again, $149 in volume is very low. There is a little bit of, I don't know if there was any DEFINITY news recently. I mean, there is news, but it's not anything that obviously has moved the markets. Nothing since 9 November on their X. I'll go over them a little bit later because I do have some screenshots to talk about them. I have not decreased my position. I unfortunately have not increased my position either. And because of the fact that it is 1.5 cents, I believe I should increase my position. But I'm going to have to wait a little bit for that just because it's a, how are you just saying this? I'm going to have to wait a little bit because it's a, there's a lot of other stuff I need to get and buy. Speaking of which, we have a DEVVE here. DEVVE has been pretty flat on the week. I'm going to go over to it in the coin market cap and take a look at it's about where we've been in the past week, and actually almost about where we've been in the past month. We're at 41 cents. Now we did wick down to 25 cents, but that was, you don't even see it on coin market cap, but we did wick down to 25 cents. We're up to 45, and now we're down to back down to 40. A lot of my new money will go into this. I should have saved a little bit more money. If I didn't go to Vegas, I would have bought another 5,000 DEVVE tokens, but I spent a lot in Vegas. There was a lot of spending going on there. Anyway, that's DEVVE, and again, more on that later. Let's do daCat. Also, I don't know why this location is on. daCat is down about 3.5% on the day to $1.4 million market cap. That is very, very low. $374,000 in liquidity, only $211 in volume. It actually beat out DEFINITY in volume, which is insane. And it's a pretty even split, $100 in sales, $110 in buys. So again, very, very even. But it's down 3.5% just because of the fact that it is paired with ETH, and ETH and Bitcoin have not had a good time. So we'll go take a look at Bitcoin real quick first, which is technically only down 0.5% on the day. We did reach down to just under $93,000 today. It was about 92.9-ish. Was up to 96, went down to 92.9. back up to 94.6, but again, just very, very low. So there was a very big gap at the 92K, or a very big gap all the way back down there. There was a lot of liquidity down there, and that was able to be bought back up. Let's take a look at Ethereum, though. I do not believe Ethereum has recovered as. Oh no, Ethereum's only down 0.5% as well. That was down to about 3K. Under 3,100. Right now we are at 31.26, so we are up a bit. And Sparky. And yeah, we'll go to DCON in a sec. I want to get through some of this stuff. Hey, Chuck and Hank, what's going on? How you doing? That one says, I hear Vegas has been empty. Since Vegas is just crowded. It depends if you're talking about Vegas as a whole or DesignerCon. VeVe wasn't at DesignerCon last year. Not officially, anyway. They just had an amazing party last year, and they had a couple amazing parties this year, and it was pretty awesome. Like, again, we rolled in like 50 deep last year when VeVe wasn't officially there. There were a couple hundred people here this time. And again, that was good. Vegas in general was very crowded. It was too crowded. Partially because F1 was there, and they do this every year, and it pisses me off. Vegas sucks when F1 is there. It takes forever to go anywhere. If you want to walk, that's cool. It wasn't really that warm enough to walk yet, but it was still fun. Driving anywhere sucked, and having to drive sucked. But Ubers, you chill in an Uber, especially in Uber. We had a. I can't play the sounds because the sounds are a little. Well, they'll get me demonetized. But here's what we were doing over in the Ubers. 1 second. Nope. Here's a quick little cheersing. We had a VeVe Bam Bam had no drink, so she's cheersing with nothing. Here's where we were over in Fremont Street. We're singing Stacy's Mom Has Got It Going On by Fountains of Wayne. That was a fun one. And then this was the view from we're at the Paris, so there's the Bellagio that we saw, like you saw the little fountain. And then after the fountain, Sparky coming in, just being crazy. Hold on, you couldn't see the fountain, like water going off, like you could, but not in this video. In this video, it's just setting the view, and then Sparky just going nuts, because that's what she does. In this view, it was, okay, there's Tammy, there's Heather, and Sparky. I don't know, I think we're singing Cascada or Skater Boy. We were pre-gaming. And then here's where we're in the limo. I'm not 100% sure what we were dancing to or singing to in this one. Also, we had a thing where we were going up into like the sunroof, and then after we did, oh yeah, hey, there's me in the sunroof. I don't know what I was singing, but that's what it was. It was pretty fun, and that's just more of that from that night. I'm not 100% sure what we were doing, what we were saying. We were going to the event. There's more stuff. Honestly, this is a lot just from the limo, which is fine. Now let's keep going. Omar Lozi said, "Good evening, Omar. How you doing, fam?" Yes. Hey everyone. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, VeVe Fam Bam, and Crazy Dan 420. Looks like Randy's renovation service is on the job. Well, thank you for being a member, but it was not a. This is not my place. Where am I? I don't know. Where's Dashi? Also, I know I have Erica, the calico cat, that does not want to stand up. It did stand up once upon a time. Oops, it did fall. Anyway, I'm going to go in and show y'all something. I got a little something. Now this was the this is the case that you typically get for the level 100s. So at DCON, VeVe has awarded me with a award saying VeVe 5th birthday winner Randy Chavez. And you can see it there. It's signed by David and Dan. This, appreciate it, guys. I will make a video on this in general afterwards, but yeah, this is great. This meant a lot. There's, I don't know what the other winners got. It might have been something like this, but this is like one of 12, I think, at least as far as the awards go. So I'll go in and find some other stuff out, and I'll keep you posted. But yes, I'll do a whole video on that later, on the experience, on the speech, what I talked about, what it was like. And Crazy Dan, thanks for being a member. KB23 say, nice meeting you, Randy. Talked about Dazed and Confused. Yes, we did. I have to watch it now. I haven't yet, but I will at some point. Congrats, man. Oh, thank you. Why, thank you, Crazy Dan. Wubba wubba. The invincible wubba wubba. We talked about that. Nice trophy. Thank you. Congrats, Randy, on the a couple of nights. Anyway, let's continue. SHIRO did not renew with me yet. I think they still will. I have to give Hiro a talking to and say, hey, meow, ever he ever get back to you? Back to you, meow. Oh, and we have a super, Raythax saying congrats on the award. Thanks, Raythax. We missed you there. Wish you could have been there. That would have been great to see you. Would have been great to get you more acquainted with the VeVe fam and celebrate. He was, I think I got 4th place. Maybe. Whatever you got, well deserved. Good to be a finalist. And again, right back. Thanks for the super chat. We appreciate it. Let's go over SHIRO real quick. They're actually up 1% on the day. $2.18 million market cap. 400. They still have good volume though. Which is fine. No one else around. I am not. Tina said, let's freaking go, level 100s, receiving their incredible awards, including Rudy, aka Name Coast. She says, I'm so very proud of you. Huge congrats to Dragon, Marquin, and Mission. And she thanks everyone. And I had to give them a couple of hearts there. Great times. Now you believe in VeVe more or OMI after DCON? Well, I mean, VeVe has to be a success for OMI to rock it, right? Let's say that I guess we can get to a little bit of the alpha here, if I can talk about it, which I don't think I can, but Mr. MC1 had posted something today, and I'm going to try to find it, but okay, here it is. VeVe Gold and Silver logo. It says, congrats to these 4. Excellent. And he said, excellent news from David. Now, he tags Collectors Gone Digital, K Collections, The Kid Arcade, and The One Who Laughs as the new gold logo members. So, good for them. They deserve it, and I'm really glad that they got it. I hope to see them all at future events wherever we can go. And what I want to focus on here is the thing. Excellent news from David. The excellent news, they had said to keep quiet. Well, they had said no recording. So we were not allowed to record, and we're not allowed to do anything public, or if we did record, like sneaker recording, it would have been for your own, like, personal use to, like, kind of look at it, determine what it means, and really that's about it. They did mention that something really wild is coming. I can't say what it is. We're going to find out, like, next week, or maybe this week. We're going to find out within the next week what they said, with a detailed explanation of it. I'll say that the people there, I don't think grasped the importance of the situation, because when they were there, I didn't hear any gasps. I didn't hear any. I didn't hear like a cheer. I mean, like people were like, okay, cool. They were paying attention, but again, there was a lot of drinks. There was a lot of other stuff, and when it was talked about, I think everyone there was just focused on having a good time. They're focused on and I don't think they knew the consequences of what was announced. We should get an article about it in the next week, and it is, I believe, one of the most significant things to happen in the entire space. Now, again, we're just getting the article in the next week. What the article talks about might not happen for a long time, but again, that's all I can really say and talk about now. But that it's very exciting. It seems to me that a lot of competent people have been preparing for this, and it's well underway. Um, that's that's really all I can say for right now. And again, when they announce the article, I think I don't know how many people will get it yet. They'll be like, oh, okay, maybe we'll see. We'll talk about it. What else we got? I believe. Oh, Marlowe's V said that was great to see Chris Brown, Ron English, Miss RC1 together. So yeah, celebrities at DCON. You have people from the VeVe app. You had Tara McPherson there. You had Brett Crawford. You had Mumbot wasn't there, but she had like a booth there for stuff that people could pre-order stuff. And then there's Tara McPherson. There was Matt Gondek. There was a London Police. So there's a lot of cool people there. And then there was a couple of the Backstreet Boys that were there. That was wild. So if you really wanted to, you could have met some of the Backstreet Boys. Ron English was there. He was actually at the party. Talked to him in the bathroom for a bit. And then Chris Brown was there also. Him and Ron English, they're friends. They've worked together on a couple of things. So yeah, a lot of cool people. What they turned off camera and people didn't give a damn about, big thing. Well, I don't want to say they didn't give. What they announced, I think people are just like, okay. I don't think they understand. Hey, they were talking about this. Oh, okay, cool. I don't think they recognize what that's going to mean. And as soon as it comes out, it depends on the day it comes out, because I will be very busy this next week. I don't know if I can go live right away for it. I'll probably go live at night for it. We might talk about it on the OMI is My Homie show on Tuesday. I don't think it'll be out by that point, but we'll see. Oh, geez. This Uberman is weird. I always ask, do people, and do they like it? What the heck does that mean? Too many. I don't even know what that means. When he said temptation, he meant when I got on my. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna save that conversation for another time. Darla says, "Is that what they was referring to earlier this year?" Like, no, this was not the big announcement. Like, that's still to come. So be advised, what they talked about at DCON, I think, is potentially bigger than the big announcement. The big announcement, I believe, is IP related, but what they talked about at DCON was, I mean, again, the market will determine what the bigger announcement is. I could believe that one thing is more important than the other, and the market can completely disagree. Though, Chavez, you're on crack, and one thing could swing it or affect it more than the other. But they are two different things. So there are two pretty awesome announcements. Nah, that is Dr. P doing Web3 interoperability or something related. Just guessing by his words. I mean, you could say that. I can't confirm or deny. You could probably say that with anything, and anything that you'd say, I'd be like, can't confirm or deny. So it was nice seeing you again, Randy. What VeVe hinted that night is going to be wild. I think so too, Mr. Hulk181. I think so too. Have you heard about this announcement in my DMs? Oh, did you really? Well, we'll see at some point. How much more bullish should it become after the DCON alpha scale 1 to 10? If they can pull it off, it would. If they could pull it off within the time frame of a blow off top and alt season, I will have to change my prediction from 2 to 4 cents to like 6 to 8 cents, and then 10 cents being like bullish, and then like the golden goose scenario would be high. Like it would change my prediction to a lot more upwards momentum if they. But again, it's possible that they try to do something and then someone else does it first, or it. I don't know if they would have really talked about this unless they were sure that nobody else was doing this type of thing. One last in Vegas. My liver hates me. Duh, boy. Yeah. Vegas for me has turned into like a 2-3 day town. I got there on Thursday with Fambam. Thursday night, I was not intending to go that hard on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, I literally had like a couple. I could not. I was very destroyed on by Saturday. I was intending to just sleep the entire day today, but we wound up leaving it. I think Sparky's the only one that's still there. Um, Ew, and us elaborate. It's like, oh, that's strange. I think a discipliner move. That's fucking awesome. I love Sparky so much. It's crazy. But speaking of which, let's talk about OMI. Let's see what's going on. Where is the OMI? All right, so OMI's up 11% on the day. This was announced, I think, on 2 days ago, because today's Sunday. So yeah, we were at like 1.6-ish a few days ago. We were up to 2.0. We actually almost up to 2.1. Actually, on base, I think we were at 2.1. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, on base, we had whipped up to 2.1 a couple of times. We had whipped up there. That was one of the things that. I mean, that was today though. Oh, there's a couple of green bars there. That was today. If you look at the last few days, the news that we got didn't really seem to affect OMI all that much. Maybe it did. That's how we get to 1.6 to 1.9. But I think when the news is announced, even when the news is announced, I don't think it'll affect anything that quickly, because I know some people misinterpret it. And again, I'll go live and I'll talk about it when the news is officially announced. But yeah, this is a lot of the pump will still be contingent over on the overall market and seeing where the rate cuts happen, seeing where the if Jerome Powell gets out before May, before he's supposed to, and other things. And we can talk about that if you want. Omar Lazoui says the David Dan collectibles from Vegas look fun, and Vegas flag. Yeah, I got a few of these. Give me one sec here. Let's take a look at the stuff that we have on VeVe, on the VeVe. I also got gifted a couple of things. Let me see here. One of the things that I got gifted is a My Toy prototype. It's got a $600 floor, which again, $600 floor. That's one of the things that I don't know. I mean, at that point, I don't know if that even. It's one of 63, so it is pretty rare. If that sells, I might sell mine for OMI. I don't know. It's 1 of 63. It's pretty cool. Secret rare. I have a bunch of others that I'm supposed to redeem, but I haven't been able to. One of the other things, which I have to put in a ticket for it or something. I'll put on Tammy's card. Is these like 1 of 12s? So I could try to do it right now, but I haven't. I've been trying all weekend and I haven't been able to. So I'll try it like once more, and then I'll distribute it. Okay, very good, very good. Go to app.vv.me. We should be able to see something like that. Andrzej, Slumdoge, I messaged him and he said that he just doesn't go to the US anymore. I don't know if he means like ever or permanently. I don't know. But Andre, a buddy of mine had reached out to Andre. And I think that Andre will probably start paying closer attention to, I got it. I did it. I added it to my collection. Okay, these might work now. Let me see which one this is. Oh, it's 1 of 15. It is not 1 of 12. It is 1 of 15. Yeah, so I have the last number, the bookend, number 15. VeVe Winners Trophy. That's pretty cool. I have the physical with it, obviously, as well. But that's pretty deep. That's pretty sweet. But if these are going to start to work, I'm going to start to redeem the other ones because the other ones did not work. Meow. Why? These are all going to start to work. All right, I got a Cocoa Pouch prototype, and we're going to see what these are. Cocoa Pouch. I got number 4. Oh, I got number 4 on this guy. I think he's got to be one of. Oh, he's 1 of 15 also. Let's go. Oh my God, bro, he's 1 of 15 too. Bro, that is freaking sweet. Okay, so my vault value is going up a little. Let's take a look and see what else we got. Oh, Gary Baseman, Toby, like I love his stuff. Gary Baseman stuff is awesome. Meow, 1 meow, 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 meow. Let's see if that works. It does. Welcoming Toby prototype. Oh, I got number 15 on him too. I think these are going to be I think all of these are 1 of 15. Yeah. Yeah. Edition 15, number 15. This is pretty sweet. Freaking love that. I'm also going to get a Ron English called Drug'em Kill Frog. That is a little wild. So let's see what I get here. All of these things, all these squares make a circle. ZS. Yeah, they're starting to work now. I got the Drug'em Killing Frog prototype. Okay, this one is one of. Well, I got number 26, so I think this is like probably another 1 of 63. The market price is 4,900 for it, which I don't think is. And it was, yeah, it was 1 of 63. So I might, once it actually comes through, it might take a few minutes. I'll sell one of these if I can. And then the last one is going to be. Oh no, I already got the Toby my toy. So we should be good here. Yeah, we good. We Gucci. Yeah, these were awesome. These were. I think they probably just gave me like $1,000 in collectibles too. Probably a couple thousand. Especially these is one of 15. Actually, a few of these are ones of 15s, but this is. I mean, this came with the physical. I actually had a few people offer to buy this for several $100s. Even though it has my name on it, but we'll see. I don't know why they would buy somebody else's award with my name on it, but that's what we got. Blink your eyes, Randy, if the alpha is stacker related. I don't. I can neither confirm nor deny. Bill Gardner, give me those dads. Cecil says, why is OMI going up and VeVe isn't doing well on DCON sales? Well, what's your definition of doing well? They had the Patrick Hughes the other day that they did $22,000 in sales. Now, granted, there was a chaser with that. It was a 1-of-1. Patrick Hughes is awesome. But also DCON, there are a lot of lesser known artists. If you were to do a bigger artist, I wouldn't even say artist. If you just do a bigger IP, it'd probably do a little bit better. But yeah, a lot of the DCON stuff is just smaller known artists. So the fans are there, but the fans are generally small. To Yayo, my man. I had a lot of people come up to me this week. Well, everyone came up to me, but a lot of people that were there like for the first time, and D was one of them. This hat, it's a very good hat, and I'll put the video on it. But just I've had multiple people over the years say that either something was going on in their lives, and I was like, how they got through it, which is wild, or just like, hey, I love what you do every night, and that's also wild in its own way. I appreciate it, and I'll try to take that responsibility seriously. So I'll keep getting this bread. Where the heck are you? I'm in an undisclosed location for a little while, but it's a fun location, and we have a lot of snacks and good food. I have to order a bunch of stuff because I have like nothing here, so I have to order a bunch of stuff, and then we'll yeah, it'll be good. I'm gonna be back on my diet soon. I'll be back to working out soon. If that hint moves up the prediction, what happens if the big IP combined with this announcement? Does that mean 2 to 4 cents becomes 10? I wouldn't say 10 to 15. I'd say 4 to 8 is a little more possible. Like the possibilities for 4 to 8 cents increases a bit if this. I mean the big IP in this announcement. Well, it's the announcement is. I promise. Give it a week. And we'll know what the article says. John Davis said, I think everyone was busy partying and wasn't buying the drops. They did terrible numbers. Again, I only really bought the Patrick Hughes. No, I did other stuff as well. Hold on, we have a couple of these. Also, let me get this drug and frog killing thing. And why can't I sell that? Has it not transferred to me yet? I'll go to my collectibles. Hobbycat collection. Oh, it's actually okay. So I have. Oh, so this is a whole set. Oh, nobody's gonna have this set. All right, so this is actually the set. You have the VeVe collection, and you have these 5 things that are there, and nobody else is gonna have these. This is insane. Okay, so that's gonna be like the hardest set to get on VeVe. Win, work our way. Oh my god. But yeah, let me show you some other stuff that I have. So I bought 4 Patrick Hugheses because I was trying for the 1-of-1. We got the drop-in coming that I got. I got the VeVe maintenance and the green truck, which is really cool. Those were the ones that you got to get with. Those are the ones you got to get with MCP points. David and Dan 5th birthday party celebration, which is great. And I think that's all that I got. But again, the Patrick Hughes ones did good. The other ones I didn't take a look at. Now, if I didn't take a look at them, the other people probably haven't as well. So I get that. But let's take a look at them. All right, Nounish Friends. Oh, these are only $10. Okay, what editions were? Oh, are these crafted? Oh, sold. Wait, bro, like the Nounish ones did $27,000. How you say these like could do well when Nounish Friends like that dropped today, like 5 hours ago, made 27,000. I think that's pretty legit. I think that's pretty legit. Now again, that's like the first one I looked at. I'm sure there are others that did not do well at all. This one, 7 times 30. Yeah, okay, so this one made a tenth of that. It made 2,100. So yeah, that one did not do that well. Let's try Nina Palumbo. Let's see what that did. 3. Yeah. That one did 1,200. So yeah, so a couple of these did not do that well. Like at all. So it was very hit or miss. Again, out of the 4 I've looked at, 2 did really well. 2 did not do well at all. So it is hit or miss. Maybe we should focus more on onboarding new users at these events. We should go over that as well. Let me see what I have here, because I think I have this in a message. My messages are gone. All right, so we have Robert Geek, who I did not, if I saw him, sorry. Robert, if you're watching, and I saw you, and I met like 1,000 people this weekend. So anyway, he says, my wife and I attended DCON on Saturday specifically to redeem our gold and silver VeVe logo stuff. I don't attend many events, so the VeVe team didn't recognize me. I decided to run a small experiment and approach the booth as if I knew nothing about VeVe, just to see how they interacted with someone new. When I arrived at the booth, there wasn't anything visually explaining what the booth was about. There's plenty of flyers with price sheets for physical items, and the displays were filled with exclusive physical collectibles from different artists. However, I was disappointed that no one explained what VeVe actually was. The 3 VeVe staff members who helped me as I wandered around were very nice, but none of them asked if I knew what VeVe was or offered to show me anything about the platform. That was disappointing. I spent about 2 hours around the booth. I got in the gold and silver redemption line right after 2 p.m. The wait took about an hour and a half, which I didn't mind. David took time to talk to sign items for all the logo holders, which was great. It also gave me a chance to observe how the booth interacted with the crowd, or more accurately, with the gold logo holders. Again, I was a bit disappointed to see very little engagement with new people visiting the booth during that time. There weren't any real attention grabbers or anything to draw in newcomers or spark curiosity about VeVe. Overall, while the team was friendly and the redemption process went smoothly, I felt both the booth missed an opportunity to showcase what VeVe is about to potential new users. Now, there's one booth that me and Sparky went to that was a comic, and you had this app, and you held the comic and you viewed it with your app, and suddenly it was animated. It's like, oh, that's really cool. And they explained to us what it was, the technology. I asked questions. It was great. I feel like the team probably should have had one person there doing that, talking, maybe not on a soapbox or anything. A buddy of mine actually helped a couple of new people because they left the booth kind of confused. So a buddy of mine said, like, hey, let me help you out with this, show you what it is. And, that was nice. I think they had enough people at the booth where they probably could have had one person stand up front, do a meet and greet, answer questions. I think that's probably what they should have going forward. You could have the people like they had, like VeVe Magic and David Yu were doing the gold logo redemptions, which was great. You could have people go in and do like selling. of the things, because there's a bunch of physical items there as well. And then one person, again, meet and greet, do all the new stuff. There's actually someone, actually it was Robert. He said, I would like to see Randy Chavez working the booth. I know he definitely has skills to engage with people. So I mean, I don't work for VeVe. At this point, I don't think I ever will. And that's not to say that I wouldn't like to. I just our relationship is very, hey, because I don't work for you, I can do and say things that a lot of the people on the team actually can't. So I think they like me in the position I'm in for now. And they, you know, they give me stuff every now and then. But yeah, we could talk about that. Yeah, getting new people should be a priority. We have a lot of tech. We have the IP. Focus should probably be on new users, which is, yeah, that'll be the new lifeblood. And again, we've been getting a lot of new users. So again, we'll go over that later. I think it blinked. So full of soon. One day. Cool. I think what up, Randy? I'm still in Vegas. Can't stay long. Checking to see what you got in that box. Oh, I'll do a video on that. But if you're still here, I showed it before, but I'll do a video on it and we'll and I'll have you watch it. Hi, Randy. Thanks for waiting for me to start. First one here. What's up, babe? And I saw that AR booth also. Very cool, right? It's so cool. I love that. Actually, it looks like you're still here. So let me show you real quick. Fifth winner, Randy Chavez, got my name on it. David and Dan signed it. They like me. They really like me. This is okay. And like I said, more on that later. Where were we? AJ. Okay. There's a lot to go over here. Okay. Bitcoin whales shorted before Trump tariffs announcement has opened $195 million long. Bitcoin eats SOL funding rate on Binance has turned negative. China has accused the US of stealing 127,000 Bitcoin, which is insane. Man, congrats. Well, thank you. Thank you. I tried my very best. And Dark Latte says, in your Comic-Con, my collectibles helped a bunch of new people and answering questions, which was nice to see, but I do agree on a dedicated person, so that would be a nice touch. Yeah. A former BlackRock executive says Ethereum is the infrastructure for Wall Street. I think we might be able to agree on some of that. DEVVE x COVI accelerating the next phase of growth. A high-impact alliance driving DEVVE's next phase of ecosystem growth by leveraging COVI's extensive partner network of tier 1 exchanges, media outlets, and infrastructure partners. DEVVE gains access to clear pathways for collaboration, visibility, and adoption, supported by COVI's established relationships and integration experience with the following: BNB, OKX, Bybit, MoonPay, Chainlink, Alchemy, Hacken, Fractal, and Crypto Banter. Hacken actually did daCat's audit, which was great. I had a lot of fun this week. This was a lot of good stuff. One sec here to. I don't think this needs to happen real quick. Yeah, it doesn't really need to happen. I don't need to. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Oh shoot. Later, guys. Kuma, so great to see you. Tell Val I said hey. All right. That's one I could find. Can't believe Tom is in his early 50s. Tom Anderson. Fear and Greed index was like 24, which is wild. Actually, I think I did this on Wednesday, right? BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK Invest have bought $492.8 million worth of Bitcoin. JP Morgan launches blockchain-based deposit JPM coin for institutional clients. Oh gosh, what is this? Liquidity cash. I'll take that later. Coinbase calls off a $2 billion deal for stablecoin startup BVNK. Bitcoin's correlation to tech stocks remains high, and Visa now supports stablecoin payouts for creators in new breakthrough pilot. DEVVE says we're evolving the concept of liquidity pools with our devised liquidity caches. These allow institutional and retail participants to provide liquidity for trading, lending, and yield strategies without exposing funds to unsafe smart contracts. Enjoy DeFi-like earnings with institutional-grade safeguards. On DEVVE Exchange, you can put your capital to work confidently, knowing the platform checks all boxes for safety and compliance. Link down below to sign up for the DEVVE Exchange. Use my code, and you'll get some awesome perks. Patented liquidity system. I might be doing something with CoinMarketCap soon. I'll keep you posted on it. Jeff Bezos. Okay, this is cool. This is, what day did I do this? I'm sorry, give me 1 second here. Okay, very good. This Wednesday? This is a lot of stuff that has not yet happened. I'm sorry, give me 1 sec. We have UK reform leader Nigel Farage promises to create Bitcoin reserve if elected prime minister. Bitcoin is scarce, secure, and impossible to inflate away. Unlike paper money, Bitcoin cannot be printed into a worthlessness. Top business executives to attend private dinner at White House last week. New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, JP Morgan, BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, and Goldman Sachs. That is awesome. Forgot about that. I am also going to go to YouTube here real quick, and I'm going to ask you guys if y'all want to smash that like button. That is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smash that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Appreciate it, guys. Love y'all. Jen, what kind of car are you in? Bronze tickets. Buddy of mine was trying to redeem. So those gold coins. Oh, I don't have the. Oh, I'll show you all the gold coins later. The gold coin redemptions are great. The physical ones, I think, are going to be worth several $100s. The digital ones right now, I think, are for something. I could just type in VeVe Gold and see. Yeah, these are going to be worth it's actually 488. It's from A1 Instincts 488, and I think this is. Oh, Prita's got one for 500. That's cool. Love Prita. She's great. And then, actually, let's take a look at some of my other stuff that I can, from my collection, that I might be able to sell. Oh, I am not able to sell it yet. I'm not sure why. Let me try my Cocoa Punch, because it's number 4. Can't sell that either. This one, I don't. Yeah, this one I don't think I could sell. I mean, they're all part of the set. I can't believe I got this set. That set is amazing. OMI prize, peach milk. All right. Taiwan Central Bank to pilot a strategic Bitcoin reserve as part of its national financial strategy. The day me and my friends were rock stars. This was 11 years ago. Wild times. Friend Heather, Patrick, Zenovia, and myself. This is from DCON 4 years ago. Wild times. Create an account. Czech Central Bank has buys $1 million worth of Bitcoin and crypto. That's insane. First spot XRP ETF begins trading in the US on 13 November. White House has just announced that the October jobs report will be released without an unemployment rate. Oh gosh, VeVe Fam Bam had we did a video together, and that was fun. Exactly, Nairobi. Okay. Tool Booth Willie over from the DEVVE official Discord Telegram group says, I think the real unlock here is that contingent transaction sets doesn't just bundle steps on one shard. It can execute multi-leg, multi-shard transactions as a single action, e.g. Bank A's, shard to Bank B's, shard to Exchange C's shard, all committing at the exact same instant. That kind of atomic settlement is something no other chain can do, and I personally believe it will unlock a new foundation layer of global finance. It's extremely higher level of determinism. For comparison, when a transaction is sent to an EVM-based network, it triggers a sequence of state changes inside one or more of the smart contracts. Each contract operates independently, and while a single transaction can claim to be atomic, within one contract, multi-step operations like trading, lending, or DVP settlements require multiple contract calls or off-chain coordination. If one leg fails, or if gas conditions change mid-execution, portions of the process can succeed while others revert, leaving an inconsistent state. Only DEVVE puts them into a single group of contingent transactions that validate instantly. Love it. Remember when Lady Gaga invented Pokestops? Same. I want your love, and I want your revenge. I want Jeremy Pador, talking about Kraken, says, "Hey, it's OMI, Foster Hill. I like the announcement for Kraken and OMI to gem purchase. I never sold. I always believed the engine to VeVe was OMI, and that the combination of utility and accessibility with a healthy burn would drive the token. Better late than never." I said that the ones who moved too early are either dead or dying. I'm thankful the company was patient and waited until they were sure they could survive the bear market before starting their move. One of the most liked things on Jeremy's post there. Phone heard spark. Oh my God. $300 million worth of crypto longs were liquidated on 13 November by 8:42 p.m. Geez, Reddit is incredibly red pill. This is a lot. I can't show any of those because those. Anyway, we have between 4 November and 13 November, we had a low of 630 people on the app on any given day and a high of 997 people on the app on any given day. The low was on the 4th, the high was on the 8th. So it's an average of about, I would say, 750. I'd say the average would be about 750 per day, which is not bad. It's what we've had. There are new, I just didn't want that. There are new things coming out. There are new people joining all the time, but on any given day, that's what we're trying to do. A bunch of people met for lunch. President Trump signs executive order removing tariffs on beef, coffee, and other goods to lower grocery costs. That was amazing. Harvard University has bought $320 million worth of Bitcoin ETF. It's Friday. Harvard now holds 442.8 million in IBIT shares. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Me and my friend Escobar years ago. All right, that should be it, I think, for some of that news. Wednesday, I went to Pam Bam's place. She cut my hair, and my hair is pretty short now. So that's a thing that happened. Outside of Pam Bam cutting my hair, she showed me her cat, and that was great. Her son is cool, and we drove to Vegas on Thursday. We get to Packaging Dude's place, where Crypto Rain and his wife Raxel were there, and we got to have a good time. We got to drink a little bit. We got to start the night early, and then we went to our hotel at the Paris, and that was fun. We got to our hotel at, I don't know what time. I think it was after 4. I was staying with a bunch of people, and then I think Sparky got to Vegas at like 11. I think she wound up getting to Fremont Street at like 12. The first night I think was pretty light. I think we all got to bed at like 3, maybe 4. Friday night, I think we went to bed pretty early at like 2:33. Saturday night I was done. But we gambled. I actually won in gambling. I actually did really well. I did not. I still spent a heck ton of money. But I actually won on the casino, so that was good. Chillin' and Vibe and say, "What's up, Randy? We got to get Chillin' and Vibe on the podcast." I'll go another few minutes here. I'll answer some questions, and then then I'll do a video, and then I'll do stuff tomorrow as well. We'll talk about the alpha and all that. Let's go to X here and see. I'll probably check it out. Listen to that. Guys, please don't send me voice messages. I'm not going to listen to them. Kryptoni saying, I don't have the whitelist. I could never get that Mona. Kept running away from me. Wish it was Starry Night. He's talking about Elmon X over there. Rising Star. Hey, is it just landed back on the East Coast until we meet again? I love how you just landed. And now, yeah, listen to me. I won't be back on the East Coast for a while. Trump torches Indiana GOP to the ground over stalled redistricting. Trump's not holding back on Indiana's Republican crew for hitting the brakes on his mid-decade redistriction plan aimed at beefing up GOP seats for 2026. Zeroing in on Senate President pro tempore Roderick Gray and State Senate Greg Goody, warning that their stance could cost Republicans a House majority. It might. Derek Snook said one of the better Ohtani Legos hit the market is the 2024 All-Star, his 50-50 year MVP World Series. There are two other Ohtani Legos from 2024, and he owns both. Oh my God. There's 11 one-of-one Ohtani Legos. This one is 10,000. There's one other seller might be willing to sell for 10K. After that, the floor probably goes to 75 to 99K, and then there are 7 other vaulted to 0 or $1 million. So there are people that are going to go pretty crazy for some of these. When the narrative hits, when does it hit? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But I like that. Buckazoid says, we're the world's first digital recession, riddled, prone to inflation, deflation, in-game currency of the cosmos. Buckazoid talking about Bitcoin and all that jazz. Netanyahu says, Hamas will be disarmed, easy way or the hard way. That is rough. What else we got here? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of articles that I was supposed to read that I haven't read yet. There's a website called NFTsFirst.com, and it goes over all of the NFTs that are first on the blockchain. And they have a bunch of VeVe stuff on there, which is great. Fortune says Coinbase and stablecoin startup BVMK call off the $2 billion acquisition. Interesting. Redemption, that's great. Okay, so the winners, the best vault build theme was Chombo Fett. The VeVe Discord moderator of the year was Raven. Best new collector is Adam Resendez 1. The best AR content that shared was Coloritza. The best VeVe space is Masteroni. The best OMI meme is Death Bunny. The best VeVe meme is Omili. VeVe's biggest collector at heart is Mr. Rolex. And VeVe's most diehard fan is the real Randy Chavez. Love it. Love those awards. Tables have turned. How the turntables. Good morning. Podcast, documentary, UFC. Turtle Golf. Oh, thanks, Turtle Golf, for sharing my stuff. I love you there, buddy. He's a good friendo. And then we are at Antibase says, shine a light into the darkness, expose it all. I signed the discharge petition, and I will vote to release the Epstein files. Nancy Mays. Okay, no, she just said that. She says, South Carolina's next governor should deliver historic tax cuts. Agreed. Top Mamdani staffer praised Ahmadinejad, slurred Jews, and mocked gays. Hassan Chowdhury, a senior figure on the mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani's team, is facing backlash over resurfaced posts praising Ahmadinejad, using Jew as a slur, and dismissing gay rights. Chowdhury called Israel a barbaric nation and mocked LGBTQ advocacy as a claptrap in tweets from over a decade ago. He has since apologized, but Mamdani's team has not confirmed whether he'll be removed. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm curious how they handle that. I believe people can make jokes. It sounds like what he said maybe wasn't a joke. I don't know. People can grow. I know the right is going to have a field day with that, and with with some good reason there, but we'll see what happens. I'm very curious to see how the Dems respond, though. Choices in here. Celebrate life. Khaki guidance to check in my DMs for Alpha from DCON. And it's, yeah, that's hysterical. There's a lot of girls in there. Khaki be posting them thirst traps. Ukraine strikes Russia's major oil refinery and elite drone base. All right, we are at an hour here. Foster Hill says the first rule of VeVe and OMI party is you do not talk about what happens at the VeVe and OMI parties. A bit late on that. Anyway, we're going to do a video here, so I'm going to go and do that. Anyway, everyone please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And Rayfax, thank you so much for that super chat. I love you all. Oh, God, end stream.